I'm changing everything. So last year on Instagram, I made a video where I sat down and I said, I'm changing everything. If you guys follow me over there, you may have seen it. It was a big shift in the way that I was doing things. I'd seen all this growth. It was amazing. I loved the way things were going, but there was just something wrong with it and I needed to shift. And I did. What happened is I went all in on short form video and growing on Instagram and making things happen over there. And it was amazing. And this YouTube channel became basically a ghost town. And so I haven't been active over here on YouTube, aside from posting YouTube shorts that get cross-posted from Instagram and TikTok, which has been fine because the channel's continued to grow. I've been getting more subscribers, more viewers, more followers, even though I haven't been active over here. But I didn't really know how to take this new direction for my brand and what I was doing and to apply it to YouTube. Well, this is something that I've been planning for a long time to figure out how to get back to YouTube, how to start making videos over here again. I'm here to say that I'm back. And it's going to be awesome. And I've got a plan. And I'm excited to get going on this. But things are going to be a little bit different than they were before. So here's what's going on. So if you've been following me for any amount of time, you probably know that for the last almost a decade, I've been running a business and a community for filmmakers called Cinema Mastery. And this is a business that we built online. It was my first online course business or coaching business, helping filmmakers to grow, teaching them cinematography and filmmaking tips and getting clients and how to be a commercial filmmaker, which is what I used to do full time, which I was all in on. And I got into teaching other people how to do it. And it's been amazing. We've had over 15,000 filmmakers in 100 countries around the world that have bought our products and services that we've been able to work with. We've helped so many of them grow to 6 and 7 figures in their production companies. It's just been incredible. And so, a few years ago when TikTok came on the scene and short form videos started to become really a big thing, I started making short form videos about the exact same thing. I was talking about the filmmaking and little tips and tricks and lighting and audio and things like that and helping people kind of make their videos look better. And within a few months, it absolutely blew up. My following skyrocketed. I grew to over 100,000 followers on Instagram. I was gaining 1,000 followers a day. I was reaching 500,000 to 600,000 people every single month. It was wild. It was crazy what started happening. And I started seeing all this growth and everything like from the outside probably looked like just extreme success. And in a lot of ways it was. It helped grow my business. It helped make things happen. But at the end of the day, on the inside, there was still something wrong with it, and it didn't feel quite right. And I think there's this phase that every content creator goes through, or everybody goes through probably in their life, where at the beginning of their life or the beginning of their content creation journey, they go through this where they're building one thing and they're growing that, and it's this one thing that they're building and it's amazing and there's so much growth. And you hit a point where you start to question, but is it really what I want to be doing? Is it really the impact that I want to make? Is it really the message that I want to put into the world? And this was this epiphany that I had, and this is why I changed everything. I decided that I was going to shift from being a single modal, one-trick pony, I talk about this one thing, to becoming what I would call a personal brand. Now, what I mean by a personal brand is not like, oh, I'm so cool and I'm going to build myself and I'm going to become a celebrity or whatever. Not anything like that. What I mean by that is for the longest time, I was talking about this one thing. And I would only ever talk about that one thing. And yet there's so many other things that I'm passionate about, that I'm interested in, that I'm good at, that I'm talented with, that I would never talk about. There were all these parts of me that I was hiding away from my audience because I was trying to be the person that I thought that they needed me to be in order to be a leader in this space. And when you do that, you can find success pretty quickly, but after a while, it becomes suffocating. And so what I did with my content is I started shifting from just giving filmmaking tips and tricks and content like that to actually talking about all the things that I love, which includes entrepreneurship and business and growing teams and building businesses and growing things up and personal development, all the internal work that I've done on myself, on my mindset, so much work on helping me to grow and helping me to think better in order to be successful. And even other passions and interests and hobbies and other things I like to talk about, my family, my kids, all these things that make up who I am. And that to me is really a personal brand. That is what makes people interesting and fascinating, is when we learn all the different things about them. But most importantly for me, I felt like I had to do it because as long as I was just talking about one thing that I do love and that I am passionate about, but as long as it was just that one thing, I was being disingenuous. And so when I made this shift, I made a video announcing that I was going to be doing this, that I was going to be talking about all sorts of different things in different areas, in different realms, in different ways that I can provide value to people and that I can help people. And filmmaking and video is one of those things, but it's just one. And when I did that, I said in the video that, hey, some of you guys are going to hate this, and I'm probably going to lose a lot of followers because of this. And I was right. But at first, I got a lot of support for it. There's a lot of positive comments. You guys were like, that's amazing. I'm excited. I want to keep following you through this. And that was amazing. But what I said ultimately came true. If you look at my Instagram account right now, you'll notice that there's not 100,000 followers anymore. It's actually gone down. In fact, I estimate that I've probably lost 30 or 40,000 followers in the last year or so on Instagram because of that shift. And even though like all the followers and getting views and everything is cool, it makes you look good, there's credibility, there's authority that comes with that. I got to tell you that this shift and losing all of those vanity metrics actually was one of the best things that ever happened to me. Because my business now, as a content creator, as a person, as a personal brand, what I'm building is with less followers and with less views is actually way bigger than it was back then. And the reason why is because when it comes down to it, what really matters is quality over quantity. Quality of people following you, of people paying attention to you versus quantity. Quality of your content versus quantity. Quality of your life and being able to share your message versus quantity of what's working. And so I'm back. I'm going to be back on YouTube. I'm going to be creating videos again. I'm excited about this. And it's not that I'm going to stop talking about cinematography and video. That's a major part of me. It's a huge passion of mine. But it will probably be from the perspective of building a brand online and creating content, growing your message, building your mission, growing your business online. And then I'm going to be layering in all these other things like entrepreneurship and business and personal development and everything like that. If you've been following me on Instagram for the last year, you already know what the content's going to be about. If you've been reading my newsletter over the last year, you already know what the content's going to be about. It's going to be the same principles, same ideas, just brought into this video format. So I just wanted to make a video here explaining what was going on before starting to pump out videos that are completely different from what I've been doing. And for those of you guys that have been following me on this whole journey, that have been here for a long time, thanks for sticking around. It's amazing connecting with you guys and getting to know you and building up this community. For those of you guys that are brand new and just coming into this, I'm excited for what's about to come. So here's to new content, here's to a new shift, here's to going forward, and let's crush it.